All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about quarterback Anthony Russo, okay, who was the former Temple quarterback who is now at Michigan State after being in the transfer portal. And he brings a lot of good qualities to the quarterback room at Michigan State. But before we get into watching film, let's talk about the situation he's going into. He's going into a situation where Michigan State's primary starter last year, Rocky Lombardi, has transferred, but they do return Peyton Thorne, who was a freshman last year, got some valuable playing time. And they're bringing in Hampton Fay, who is the quarterback recruit from Texas that they signed. So the quarterback room is wide open. And of course, there are other quarterbacks on the roster, and the quarterback competition is wide open. But Anthony Russo comes in. He's going to bring a lot of value right off the bat, regardless who wins or what ends up happening. This get for Michigan State is only a positive and a very good addition for the quarterback room in general, due to several facts before we get into film. One is all the experience Anthony Russo has at Temple. And yes, it was the American Conference. It's a step below the Big Ten, of course, but still a lot of experience and had success at that level. And he's seen several different type of defenses. He's played with different coaches, and so he's had a lot of different transition and has been able to be successful throughout those transitions. He's had over 6,200 yards passing in 3 years starting, and last year only started, I think, 3 games in 2020. So it's basically 2 full years as a starter, and then just a few games last year. So he had 6,200 yards passing, a little bit over that, and he's had 51 total touchdowns passing and rushing. And he has thrown 32 interceptions. That's one thing that is, that has been concerning at times is just his ability to turn the ball over. And whether it's on him or the receivers or whatever it might be, at the end of the day, it's still an interception and it's still a turnover to the other team. So that's one thing to be concerned about, but I still think he has a lot of upside and a lot of positivity he can bring to that room. And we're going to see on film his ability to throw guys open. He has the ability to push the ball downfield, even though Temple didn't do that a lot. His yards per attempt wasn't as high as you may want, but I think Michigan State sees that he has the ability, and for whatever reason, whether it was Temple's offense or for whatever reason why, they just didn't push the ball as downfield as they wanted. Of course, Michigan State, that's been a big problem for them offensively, is just pushing the ball downfield, open it up a bit more. So they're hoping Russo can come in and do that. And you're going to see that he has the ability to move around his pocket with his legs. He's not a runner. He's not some crazy athletic quarterback, but he has enough mobility to buy time and to make plays happen and go off script at times and just buy time and keep his eyes downfield. But his ability to run isn't maybe what it has been with some Michigan State quarterbacks in the past, but it is more than enough to help him not be a statue in the pocket and to get outside when he needs to. So with all that said, let's go on and just jump into some of this game film and see the different qualities that Anthony Russo is bringing to the quarterback room at Michigan State. So this next play here shows Russo's ability to move up in the pocket, keep his eyes downfield, and deliver a good ball downfield, something I know Michigan State fans are desperately wanting to be able to do and have their offense be able to do, is push the ball downfield and prove that yards per attempt from the quarterback position. And while the yards per attempt for Russo at Temple wasn't as high as some may want, that's more because of the offense Temple ran, not because of his ability. And this right here shows Russo's ability to push the ball downfield, but maneuver in the pocket as well, which we will see. He does a good job keeping his eyes downfield to know when to deliver the ball. Let's go ahead and watch this play here. Steps in the pocket, sets his feet, throws it. Good, hits the receiver in stride. Big play here for a touchdown against UCF. So again, these next two plays are also the game against UCF from 2018. That's when kind of Russo really had his, not coming out party, if you will, but that's when he really showed what he was capable of doing in that shootout against UCF. And we're going to watch two plays that they're not back-to-back plays, but in this clip, they'll be back-to-back. This first play is going to show his ability to throw his wide receiver open. We're going to see this slot receiver run a seam route here, and he has up-top coverage, and so the DB does a good job staying on top, but Russo was able to throw him open and kind of throw a back shoulder throw to that seam. The next play, we're going to see Russo again, throw the ball before the receiver's even looking and before the DB's even looking, and it's going to end up being a touchdown, but we're going to pause before that happens. So let's watch this first play here. Again, you're going to see him in the pocket, push the ball downfield, big emphasis on pushing the ball downfield. It's something that Michigan State wants and needs to do as an offense. Let's go ahead and watch this play. Boom, hits the seam, throws him open, and it was actually the outside receiver that ran that inside seam route. And let's go ahead and watch this play here. So let me pause it 1 second here. We pause it. We're going to see Russo throw the ball. Let me go ahead and run it here. Watch him, he throws it. This DB's not even looking, right? So he throws his receiver open again. DB's not looking. Great job. Great recognition by Russo as well for a touchdown. Boom. Good ball. So this play here is from the 2020 season. Russo's last year. He played a few games for Temple in 2020. This is against Memphis, and you're going to see his ability to, again, throw his receiver open. We'll pause it to see where it looks like he's covered, but Russo does a good job, has a good feel for where the ball needs to go, and puts the ball where receiver can go get it. And we're also going to see a good play action here that will freeze the defender. Let's go ahead and watch this play. Receiver comes in motion, freezes the defender right here, and we're going to see it looks like he's going to get open. The defender does a good job actually getting back on top right here, right? So it looks like he's semi-covered, but Russo throws it out here so the receiver can go get it and adjust to the ball. Good ball by Russo. So one thing that Michigan State has had from the quarterback position the past few years is the quarterback being able to buy time with his legs and go off script at times and hurt the defense with his legs at times. So where Russo probably isn't as athletic as some of the few guys have been in the past few years, like Lewerke and Lombardi, he's still athletic enough. He can still get outside the pocket. So if Michigan State does choose to use that, he can use his legs to get outside the pocket. Or if it breaks down, he is able to use his legs to buy time and keep his eyes downfield. But whenever he does use his legs, he of course is looking to throw and does a good job on the run. Here's a good example of him throwing a touchdown on the run, rolling out to the left. Let's go ahead and watch this play develop. So he rolls out. It's a pre-designed rollout. Buys time, eyes downfield. Good ball here, touchdown. So again, just to reiterate those clips that we just watched, he does a good job with his legs when he needs to, just to buy time. Again, he's not going to beat a corner to the edge or even a linebacker or a DN, but he can buy time, and he has that experience where he's trying to buy time, keep his eyes downfield. He has a good feel for his passes. He's able to throw his receivers open, as we saw on that slant, and as we saw on that seam route from the outside receiver coming and run that skinny seam. And he does have the ability to push the ball downfield as long as it's what's called within the offensive system. And of course, Michigan State is hoping that offensive system is going to be pushing the ball downfield. But again, it's a good situation he's going into. It's going to be fun for fans to kind of sit back and watch the competition develop. But I think it's a good spot. It's a good fit. And again, regardless what happens, that quarterback room is better because of Anthony Russo's presence and because of what he brings and all those and the intangibles that he has as a quarterback. So if you like this video, please subscribe. Comment if there's anything you want to comment or what you liked, what you didn't like, and hit the like button if you liked it. Again, thanks for watching, and we're going to continue to put more quarterback-related content videos out. So again, if you like anything from the quarterback position, just give us a subscribe, and we'll keep putting content out. Thanks.